All right, today we're going to deconstruct something you've probably seen online, a type of video that's become a massive genre. It's designed to feel less like just another piece of content and more like a direct, personal, maybe even divine intervention. So, let's dive in.
You know that feeling, right? You're scrolling, not really thinking about anything, and then bam, an ad pops up for something you were just talking about, or even just thinking about. It's that kind of spooky feeling that the internet knows you a little too well.
But what if a video went even deeper? What if it wasn't just targeting your shopping habits, but was aiming straight for your biggest fears, your secret hopes, your very soul? We're about to look at a perfect example of this genre to figure out how these messages are so carefully built to feel intensely personal, even when millions of people are watching.
Now, the way these videos are structured is anything but random. It's actually really deliberate. You can think of it like a funnel, specifically designed to take a viewer from a totally random click all the way to a deep personal commitment, and it all happens in just a few minutes. Let's start at the very top of that funnel. See? It starts immediately. The video takes your action, a simple click, probably done without much thought, and reframes it as a moment of destiny. It says some quiet inner voice guided you here. Right away, a coincidence is transformed into a calling. And suddenly, you're not just a viewer, you're the main character in a story that's all about you.
So how in the world does a video that's being blasted out to a massive audience manage to create this powerful feeling of a one-on-one conversation? Well, it's all about the language. The script is just packed with these really specific tricks to make you feel like it's talking directly to you. Okay, so let's break this down, because it's really clever how these tactics all work together. First, you've got the direct address. Using these warm family terms like son and daughter instantly creates this feeling of closeness. Then it makes these claims of omniscience, saying it knows about the tears that soak your pillow, those secret moments of pain, which makes you feel completely seen. Then it tries to build a shared history, mentioning a dream or a song, which gets you to search your own memories to find a match. And finally, it all comes together by reframing coincidences, flat out saying, "It was me, your God, who brought you here." You see how each layer builds on the last to make this mass-produced message feel like a secret whispered just for you.
And then, the video just ups the ante. It introduces this idea that, hey, this isn't the first time. This isn't some new conversation starting up. No, this is the grand finale of a long, drawn-out effort to reach you. This creates a whole backstory and makes this moment feel so much more important.
Using a specific number like 5 is such a smart move. It's powerful. It takes this vague idea of being called and makes it feel totally concrete, something you can actually count. It suggests there's a history here, one where you, the viewer, somehow missed the first 4 signs. So this isn't just another message, it's the final warning. The deadline is now. So all that urgency builds and builds until it hits a breaking point, a manufactured moment of crisis. The video has built this personal connection, it's created a backstory, and now it completely shifts gears. It's not just a friendly invitation anymore. Suddenly, it's a life-or-death choice that you have to make right this second. The stakes just got incredibly high.
And the choice they give you? It's about as black and white as it gets. There's zero middle ground. You can ignore the call, and your future is just going in circles, falling into a pit, losing everything. Or you can listen, and everything changes, heaven will move, you'll get peace. This setup puts an enormous amount of pressure on you to pick the right path.
And this line, this is just a masterclass in persuasive language. The ultimatum isn't framed as God giving up on you. No, it's framed as God respecting your free will. So what does that mean? It means if you walk away, all the bad stuff that happens next isn't God's fault. It's a direct result of your choice. The weight of that decision is now completely on your shoulders. So after creating this crisis and forcing a choice, the video finally offers the solution. It lays out this very clear path to redemption, to healing, to getting all those things like peace and purpose. But it's conditional. It only works if you, the viewer, take action.
And here are the steps on that path. First, you've got to let go of your pride. Simple enough. Second, you have to trust that the plan is perfect. Third, you have to actually do something. You have to obey. And if you do all that, then you get the payoff. You will receive this total restoration. It's a clear roadmap, moving from your inner thoughts to an outer action.
And that brings us right to the bottom of the funnel. All that emotional heavy lifting, all that psychological framing, it all leads to a series of very specific, very digital calls to action. This is the moment the spiritual commitment gets turned into clicks and comments.
The video tells you exactly what to do. Type these specific phrases in the comments. Don't look at your phone. Don't you dare change the video. Now, these commands are doing two things at once. For you, the viewer, it's a way to make your decision feel real, like a public promise. But for the platform, well, that's a whole other story.
And that really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Because all those comments, all those people staying to watch the entire video, those are powerful, powerful signals to the platform's algorithm. It tells the system, hey, people love this content, which makes it push the video to more and more people who might feel the same way. The spiritual act becomes the very thing that makes the video go viral.
And so we end up right back where we started, with the video's core idea. After taking you on this whole emotional roller coaster, the message hits you with its original point. You being here, it wasn't an accident. It was meant to be.
But that leaves us with a pretty big question to chew on. In a world where our online feeds are so perfectly curated by algorithms that know our hopes, our fears, our weaknesses, what does the word accidental even mean anymore? Is this a message from God? Or is it just a message the algorithm knew with stunning accuracy that you needed to hear? That's something to think about.